I'm Jen, as I mentioned, and I use brain science and psychology-based personal development tools to help women fill their own cup first in order to be better mothers, sisters, friends, partners, whatever their goal may be. I'm also the host of 2 free Facebook groups, Strong Women with Jen and Highly Sensitive Extroverts. So if you are an HSP, which is a highly sensitive person, and that's actually a term from psychology, and you're an extrovert, then you are truly unique, just like me, and we make up only about 6% of the population. And we have different struggles and challenges, which is why I created the HSE group to help. And I also wanted to draw your attention to a free guide that I created. It's called Feel Fantastic in 3 Simple Steps, and there is a link in the post attached to this video if you'd like to download that today. The links to both of the groups are also in the post attached to this video. So today's topic, it came up in conversation in one of the groups. And so yeah, I thought it would be a good topic to work on. I'm calling it Goal Setting 101, Goal Setting 101, just the basics. Goal setting is actually a really in-depth topic, and it's going to be part of my soon-to-be released online course, but today I'll just cover the basics with you. And what I think happens to a lot of us is we have goals kind of pop into our heads, or things that we want to achieve in life that then become a goal. For example, you might decide that you want to lose 10 kilos before summer. Could be you want to run a marathon, maybe not at our age, but some people might want to. Or maybe you want to learn to meditate. So whatever the goal may be, this is obviously applicable to that. And I think the challenge lies in we're very good at choosing the outcome or the result that we want to achieve, but we're not necessarily that good at what comes next. So we decide this is what we want, but we're not quite sure what to do to get there. So we don't actually break it down any further. So let's take the example of lose 10 kilos before summer goal. That then just becomes, well, I can't eat anything bad and I have to exercise more. Now, the challenge with that is it's not specific enough and we're focusing on the wrong thing. And what that does is it causes our brain to go into overwhelm, and then it starts actually trying to talk us out of doing the things that we know that we should do because it's too hard and it takes too much energy. And as I mention quite regularly, our brain is lazy. So whenever we are contemplating a change, we need to make sure we put things in place to avoid pushing our brain into overwhelm, because it will work against us if we do that. And we have to try and make it relatively simple so that our brain has no excuse. And the easiest way to do that is through creating habits, but that's a whole other topic, so I won't go into that today. What I am going to do instead is, as I said, keep it simple, talk about the basics of goal setting. And the simplest way to start is to talk to you about the difference between outcome versus behavioural goals, behaviour-based goals. And another way to look at that are things within our control versus things outside of our control. So the difference is an outcome-based goal is what I mentioned before. So I want to lose 10 kilos by summer, for example. Now that is somewhat outside of our control because there are so many different variables at play. So the difference then is if we focus on behaviour-based goals, the shift in your brain that needs to occur is instead of focusing on the outcome or the result, you focus on what behavior will help me achieve that result or that outcome that I'm trying to get to. So again, using the lose 10 kilo goal, behavior-based goals to help you meet that outcome could be I'm going to commit to 30 minutes of exercise every day or 5 times a week, plus I will make sure I have a healthy dinner every night with only one cheat night per week. Because both of those things are completely within your control. So it's your choice whether you exercise every day, whether you have that healthy dinner, and you can actually plan ahead and put things in place to ensure that both of those things happen. So you can see the difference. Instead of just kind of putting it out there, oh, I'm going to lose 10 kilos by summer, you're actually bringing it into things within your control. So it's, as I said, I can control how much exercise I do. I can control what I put in my mouth. I cannot control what my body then does with that and how quickly the weight falls off me, or as we get older, how slowly the weight falls off us. So the key, I suppose, is you're not necessarily going to achieve your goal any quicker, but the message I'm trying to get across is I think we've all been guilty of setting a goal and then we end up feeling like shit because we don't achieve it or we fall off the wagon. But that's probably because we set that goal to do with things that are outside of our control. So this is a way to take back the control, and you're more likely to achieve success if you focus on those things that are within your control. So that's pretty much the difference in a nutshell. So remember, it's okay to have an outcome or have a result that you want to achieve, but you need to bring it back and decide, okay, what are the behaviors that are going to help me achieve that goal? And then you make those the goals. And you kind of just have the other thing out there in the future, but you focus on the goals of what can I do daily or weekly to help me achieve that result. So I have a bit of a challenge, as I normally try and do at the end of these videos. So your challenge, if you choose to accept it, is decide on a behavior-based goal, share it in the group, Strong Women or Highly Sensitive Extroverts, whichever group you're part of. Again, the links are in the post. Share what you've chosen to do with the others in the group. And then I invite you to check in each day. So we'll just do this for the next week. Check in each day and share your progress. We can cheer you on. We can help you when you're struggling, because some days it's going to be harder than others to engage in those behaviours to help us achieve our results. So that's what the group's for, to help support you, cheer you on and pick you up when you're struggling. And if you want more help to make these things, help figure out how to fit them better into your regular routine, make sure you download my 3 Simple Steps book. The link is attached to this post because there's some good tips in there about how to do this as well. So I'd love to hear how you go. So please share what your goal is in the group, check in every day and let us know how you're going. That's pretty much it for this Monday. See you in the group, or see you next week, same time, same place here. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.